Hello everyone, my name is Rex, and today I just wanted to make a video stating my opinion about Byleth, the new character coming to Smash. Now, before I start the discussion, I just want to say that most of this is my opinion, which means you can take this however you want, and you can even disagree with me, and that's fine. Just remember not to disregard other people's opinions in the comments down below, and I will also be releasing another Smash Bros. Video next week, where I will be collabing with Sabersword Gaming and my friend Ian, who does not have a YouTube channel to my knowledge, and they both will be talking about their take on Byleth. They cannot make it this week, so it'll just be my opinion in this video today. Anyways, now that this is all cleared up, let's begin the video. Now, I personally don't mind Byleth coming to Smash because after watching the Nintendo Direct, her moveset is completely different, and she is coming from the most successful Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, so it would make sense to capitalize and advertise on that. So, my problem with her is not the fact that there's another sword fighter, it's far from that. It's the fact that Nintendo made a very bad marketing move with Byleth, and that Sakurai was pretty much intentionally trying to get fans stirred up with trolling. Let me explain. In the animated cinematic revealing Byleth, the other person talking to Byleth said, "Too many swordsmen are there?" Which is basically mocking the sheer amount of people who want variety in the game. Which goes to show Nintendo is well aware of the fact that the fan base is sick of Fire Emblem characters being added, but they did it anyways. And with the bad marketing tactic, adding Byleth as the last character in this first DLC character pack is very bad because now people are going to be very hesitant in buying the next DLC pass, which is not good for Nintendo because now they'll make less money on DLC fighters. If they simply release Byleth to be the first, second, or even the fourth character, it'd be fine. Just don't put a character you know people don't want as the last character in this first DLC pass. What I'm trying to get at here is for the average player's point of view, you need to hook them in. For example, if Joker was the last DLC fighter in this pass instead of the first fighter in this pass, people would be going wild, and in their minds, they'll be saying, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! I wasn't expecting Joker of all people. What could they add now? Now I'm gonna get the next DLC pass when it comes out." However, if a character most of the Smash community does not want is added, the average player will, instead of saying what they said before, will be saying, "Oh, boo! Another Fire Emblem character. This DLC pass sucks. I'm not gonna buy the next pass if we're gonna get more characters we didn't ask for." And that's a very extreme example, but you get my point. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of people that absolutely adore the Fire Emblem franchise, and that's perfectly okay. I'm one of those people. However, most people that play Smash Bros. Are sick of Fire Emblem characters, and as a business, you must appeal to your biggest audience. To put this in perspective, this example will paint a picture. Let's say there are 1 out of 5 people that will like the Byleth representing Fire Emblem Three Houses to be put in the game, and that's fine. But the rest of the 4 out of 5 people will be disappointed and may be cautious to buy any more DLC, which, from a business perspective, will make you lose money. That's not good, Nintendo. Like I said before, Byleth herself is a good addition as a fighter since her moveset looks very unique. And she even had multiple weapons that she can use, and so I can't wait to play as her. But if you but if you try to please both Fire Emblem fans and general Smash Bros. Fans, or as the saying goes, if you tries to please everyone, you'll please no one. I don't know if exactly that's how the quote went, but oh well. Beyond that, though, I'm excited for the character. The higher ups just need to rethink their management of this game, since I love Smash Bros. And I don't want it to lose its crown. But, anyways, on to my next point. I love playing as pretty much all the Fire Emblem characters. You can pretty much ask anyone I know, and they'd say, "I love to play as Lucina, I love to play as Ike, or I pretty much like to play as a lot of the sword fighters, except for Link." So just know that even though I love these characters, there are flaws with how Nintendo decided to design most of the Fire Emblem characters in this game. Fire Emblem is a game that has units who can fight in many different ways. Obviously, there are sword characters in the franchise, no surprise there, but there are also lances, bows, axes, light magic, and dark magic. You get the idea of which units can use here. Now, let's look at the Fire Emblem characters represented in Smash Bros. There's swords, 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 swords.
Swords, 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 and swords. Oh, wait, I think I forgot to mention swords. Did I mention swords?
And not to mention Lucina, Roy, and Crom all just straight up stole Marth's moves. I don't think Marth is going to be very happy about that. The only characters that are distinguished from Marth is Ike, who emphasizes good aerial attacks, Robin, who emphasizes careful magic management and zoning, and Corrin, who emphasizes juggling. Now, all of those are obviously very gross generalizations of how they play, but you get the idea. They play differently than Marth. But even these characters still use a sword. To the average player, that makes them look very similar to Marth. Remember, as I said before, appealing to the average player is the key to success. Let's take the Mario characters in Smash, for instance. There are a lot of Mario characters, but they all have a different way of fighting and have very unique attacks. Mario uses various tools from his various games and fireballs to space people out and reflect projectiles, and has very good combo potential. Bowser is a very hard hitting tank who moves slow but hits like a truck. Peach has very great air mobility and great ground options, and can use magic in some of her attacks. Baby Bowser is really good at using his gadgets, you get the idea. There are a lot of Mario characters, but they all fight in very unique ways. And get this, Luigi and Daisy are the only Echo Fighters in the Mario category. So, with all this in mind, to the average player, the Mario characters are just fine, while the Fire Emblem characters are extremely similar. Okay, now this segment is going to be solely based on my opinion, as the first segment of this video generally focused on facts. In my opinion, I think a lot of people who are against Byleth coming into Smash do have some valid points, but the way they're getting their points across is generally what I don't agree with. For instance, if you search up a Nintendo Direct video showing off Byleth, there are almost 60,000 dislikes compared to likes. And last time I checked, there were about 100,000, so you might think that's still doing good from the surface, but that's not good. That means more people actually are completely against this. This is not good for Nintendo, but this at least lets them reconsider thinking about the fans. For instance, if you search up the Nintendo Direct video showing off Byleth, there are almost 60,000 dislikes compared to likes, which from the outside that might not seem too bad, especially because last time I checked there were about 100,000 likes, but that's still not good because that means a lot of people do not like this at all. That is not good for Nintendo, but this at least tells them to reconsider thinking about the fans from now on. So that's one thing I agree with doing. It's a good way to silently protest. However, some of these people who are against Byleth have gone out of their way to outright trash his character in their series, along with insulting those who are happy this character is coming in. That is not okay. I'm not saying all people who are against Byleth do this, but a vast majority have done so, unfortunately. Some have even outright threatened Sakurai because they didn't get their way. You shouldn't do any of these, obviously. Here, let me put this in perspective. Let's say Arthur Morgan finally enters in, and you are super excited because Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of your favorite games. Well, how would you feel if someone on Twitter, YouTube, or whatever you're using told you something along the lines of, "Get your stupid cowboy crap out of here. We already have enough gunslingers. We don't need more. Red Dead Redemption is so stupid." You would have your feelings hurt, would you not? Or if they said something along the lines of, "Sakurai, I will do this or that because I wanted Sora added to Smash, not another cowboy character. You suck, Sakurai. Why don't you go be friends with Shrek because you both love trolling people? Trolling people with oversaturated characters nobody loves." Those are very over exaggerated examples, but you get the point. None of these are okay, not only from a moral standpoint, but also it doesn't get your point across. It only detracts from your already existing point, and it does not convince people of the other side to join your side. Instead, you use constructive arguments such as, well, I believe there are too many Fire Emblem characters, and maybe we should represent other games for once. It's okay if you'll add Fire Emblem characters occasionally, but just don't oversaturate it, please, etc., etc. Basically, use constructive and non-hurtful criticism to get your points across. That can also go for the pro Byleth side as well, because I've noticed a few toxic things from them too. My next point: promotions. Most of the Fire Emblem characters, let's face it, were added to promote their respective games. Ike was added to promote Fire Emblem Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Lucina and Robin were added to promote Fire Emblem Awakening. Corrin was added to promote Fire Emblem Fates, and Byleth is being added to promote Fire Emblem Three Houses. There's absolutely nothing wrong with promoting a product you own. Smash Bros. As a whole was made as a marketing tool, believe it or not, and the way I see it, it's perfectly fine if they use it as one. Baby Bowser, for instance, was added to promote Super Mario 3D World, or whatever game he was from, and the Breath of the Wild versions of Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf were added to promote Breath of the Wild. So, I don't see anything wrong with promoting Fire Emblem Three Houses, especially since it did really well last year. Now, I do agree Fire Emblem is a little bit oversaturated and could be toned down at least a little bit, but if Nintendo wants to promote a high selling game that did very well, that's fine by me. But either way, with that all aside, I'm looking forward to play as Byleth, and we'll be releasing gameplay of me playing as her once she's out. What do you think about Byleth coming to Smash? Let me know in the comments down below. Just remember, to be civil and don't bash others who have a different opinion about Byleth. And yeah, also this is a side note, it's not a part of the actual video. I'm sorry if I haven't uploaded in a little while. Just high school has been a little difficult. I've been trying to keep my grades up, and the way I look at it, if I want to keep making content, I got to keep my grades up. Anyways, as usual, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.